فيجوال ستوديو ما يفتح معك. فيجوال ستوديو سأتيك بعدين نخلص الشرح and then after I'll see your screen later on Visual Studio, not now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Let me finish the explanation first. Actually, I said that the TVPs, they are the main purpose of these packs, but before of that, we'll start from where we start class to class, which is the utilization of the users and their credentials. Two parts we'll have in this task. We see them just in a while. For now, let me come back to the screen where we stopped last class, where we were manipulating the users and their credentials and how we were able to give them actually different roles. Let me come back. Here it is. Yes. So I'm here again in this machine. You see the SQL Server opened? You see my machine?
No.
Are you able to see the screen now? When it comes to you, tell me.
No.
Yes, you can see it now.
No.
Great. So
Yes.
start up as usual SSMS. We utilize the API, the studio management, demand management studio. Yes, the SMS. Once you started, actually remember, just I kept this one open just to show you this part. If you see a window like this, using authentication, whether it is the Windows based or the SQL based, we'll not be able to connect unless we'll not be able to connect. See, it's deactivate unless we have to specify the server name. The server name is a must. So whenever you face such a situation, remember that you have to fix the issue of the server. The server actually, so we have to, since you are having this view, absolutely you have the server installed. So from the list here, drop down menu, browse, and you see to explore how many servers you have. Mainly if you installed one, so you have only one. Select it simply, that's it. Just select it and see how you are going to authenticate. Either it's a Windows based or SQL based. Get connected. Stop. Done. I'll disconnect this one and I'll come back to connect as an administrator. I'll disconnect it fully. I'll connect as an SA, system administrator. SQL authenticated means. Wait, I'm in. The database we generated last class, it was the LCDDB, I remember, student database. I believe that we created the database also. We created the database, yes. So yes, a group of tables, not databases. The students and one for test. Let me check the tables, the fields. Yeah, they are for test only, so we can delete this one. But we have the students table, absolutely it's available. Who am I? I am SA. I'm going to connect as one of the other users that we generated last class, user 11, user 22, user 33 also. One of them we're going to get connected user. I'm going to connect as user 11. The purpose is to see the privileges of each user 11 and the password. If I did not forget the password. Yes, I'm in. Good. I'm here. I'm gonna try to see the database stdb. I can tables. I can try to let's say for example inserted. I'm gonna insert only. So edit top 200. For fourth record, I'm gonna say Khalid. Let's say Oman, whatever. Major, I'm gonna say IS. Okay, semester, I'm gonna say fall 2020. Time registered, I'm gonna say summer. I'm gonna say give a date. I'm gonna give a date. Base date, whatever. 14 date, sorry. 14th, then 2020. Good. Mobile number 8. As per example. Great. Yes, he was able to register. Yes, it has been registered. How I knew? The dots, actually the red dots, the red dots that they appear, they has been disappeared there. So it has been recorded. I did not press any save. I reopen the same table again, where it is the top 200s. Yes, the fourth is there. Here it is. So it has been saved. If I come back, I disconnect this user 11. I disconnect or leave it. I'm going to just minimize it. Here it is available. I'm going to connect as SA again to see the effect. I'm in. Open 200s from here. 40 is available. Yes, so it has been saved successfully. Close. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna connect as 22 now. I'm the user 22. So connect. I said 22, the second user we created last class. My password. Yes, connected. Here it is. See the database. Yes, it's available. Can I open? Yes, I can. Tables, can I open? Yes. Let me check. Top 200s. Yes, open. Let me insert fifth. Fifth is by the user 22. I'm gonna say user 22 in the name. Last name I'm gonna say whatever Ali. Major I'm gonna say IS also. Semester I'm gonna say fall 2020 the same. Registration date I'm gonna let's say last whatever 1410 the same date. Okay, number 797979. Great. No, this one cannot. This one, this user two cannot add here. Cannot. No rows was updated. No rows was updated. So he does not have the chance to do so. I'm gonna leave everything like it is. See, I'm gonna leave everything like it is. I'm not gonna close anything. I'm gonna get connected again as SA. My password. Great. I'm gonna go to the user 22. Here it is, and I'm gonna give him a role to edit. See what I'm doing. I'm gonna give him the role to edit or to let's say do anything. I'm gonna map him to the database stddb. This is the one, and I'm gonna data writer. I ticked this feature here, this role actually. He can write on the database stddb. He can write. Okay, done. Nothing to save. Everything has to be saved automatically. I'm gonna connect back as user 2 because now I'm logged as SA. Let me connect back as user 22. Okay, password connected. Let me from here now. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pass to the next line. Yes, happened. The red dots has been disappeared, means has been saved. I'm gonna close. Closed. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna minimize the user 22. خلاص, minimize. It is there, but I'm gonna connect as SA to check the table if it is visible or not. The values, the fifth, the user 22 has been set and saved or not. I'm gonna log in as yes, logged in as SA. Open the table, top 200s. Yes, user 22 is there. It has been saved. Very clear. Now you have a clear understanding and a clear view. The question of creating users logins with the actually respective roles means you know that there is context of role and mapping in between the users you create and the objects you have, the entities you have. We have created separately users, 3 users, user 1, user 2, and user 3. And we mapped the functionality to a specific object inside a specific database. So we give it now. Let me, to make you understand more, user 3, what he can do. Can he open the database? Can he open the table? Can he do something inside the data? Let's see. User 3. On the password. Great, I'm in. Yes, the password. So I remember the password. Database, LCDB, tables, students. Right click, edit top 200s. Can he open? It is opened already. I'm gonna close first. Let me open. Right click, edit top 200s. No, he cannot. I close. I redo the thing. Nothing opened. The database, here it is. The table, here it is, but nothing open. Right click, top 200 rows. No, execute the SQL statement. Top 200 means it's there. Well, the function has been happened successfully, but nothing can be displayed to him. He does not have any permission. Permission was denied. The permission is not an error here. It is an informative message. So he is not able to ask because he does not have the permission. Full stop. Very easy. So thus, the user 3 is not mapped. He's not having any connection with the table. He has the capability to access the database, but he has not able. He's not has not the right to see the content of the table student or students. This is the context of mapping. Great. I'm going to stop here. So, because the other functionalities that we can do, I come back to as SA first. The other functionalities are that we can do assign roles and map users. Let me come back to user one. Properties to assign roles, what to do, or to map a user to a database. Actually, it's a context that based on the question request or based on the whatever you want to do upon your project. It's not secret. So, for example, this is the database. We need the specified user. The specified user, here it is, what he can do or what you want him to do inside the database. So you map the database to the role, and so on. Accordingly, it's a matter of understanding, or it's a matter of request from the question, or it's a matter of project requirement. Any questions here? Any questions here, please?
دكتور لو سمحت
Yes, I.
كبر شاشة لابتوبك.
Okay, this is a computer. It's not a laptop. Actually, I'll try to. Yes, I'll do. I'll use the magnifier. Great. Yeah. Is it much more bigger here, like this?
Yes.
Great. Let's come back to the practice of today, which is actually the context of generating user type and the utilization of those types to fill up tables and so on. This is the main objective. The task number one is asking us to utilize he's saying use the created DB seccause. But our database actually is named as CDB. Let's use the same database we have. So let's use the same format DB. No need to create a new one. He's saying that. He's suggesting that. We are going to create stored procedure named list students. But in order to do so, we start with in order to pass the table actually as a parameter to store to pass it to a stored procedure function, you first create a type as a table. And this is the name is suggested, actually secure key list, and it has only one field, which is the secure key or source key, data type and varchar or varchar. We give that size also. Let's do so. So I'll explain. Here the request is to, at the end, we'll be able to generate a stored procedure to do the insert of data inside the table we create also. Using the user type, the table defined actually as a type. Here is the architecture of this type, which is given the name and the only one field, source key. We respect that and we'll do. Clear? Okay, to do so, I'm going to create actually, I'm inside the same database. Come on, see, it will disturb me now, the magnifier. Yeah, I'm inside the same database. I'm going to log in as user one. I'm going to act as user one, since user one can do everything. So it's optional. The question did not ask us, but I'm going to do it just yes, just to manipulate all the skills and all the capabilities, actually to explore all the potentials. My password. No, I have made a mistake, seems to be. I think, no. Yeah, I mean, good. I'm inside the user one. So I'm going to work inside the account of the user one. I'm going to work inside the account of the user one. Great. Not user three. User one only. I need user one. Yes, great. User one. I have two mouse. You see, I have two mouse. Not here. Yeah. So I'm logged in. I'm not gonna open anything. I'm logged in as user one. Which user I have to use? Which mouse I have to use? This one. And then after, I'm gonna start a new query builder, a new query interface, where I'm gonna actually start by utilizing my database. The database I need, the database I like. So the database I want is the stdb. I'm gonna just write a query for that. Use the std. It has appeared. So I'm gonna select it. Yes, go. Great. Home, select, execute. Yes, has been. No, I have an error. He said. There is no error actually. I believe. I know there is no error. CDB. Yes, successfully done. Successfully done. Successfully done. So database has been changed here. Immediately after the use of this specification that I'm going to use, all the tasks are going to be done on the SCDB. Now let's do the first task. What is the task to be done on the SCDB? Is to create a type. So create create type as what? As table. Should I give a name? Should I give whatever actually? Yes, I have to give a name first. What is the question paper? Yes, in order to pass the stored table. Yes, he's saying source key list. He's saying source key list. I'm gonna copy that. No, I cannot. I'm from outside the machine. He's saying source key list, and the field is source key list, and the field is source key. So create a type. Come on. Source key. Source key list as table, and then after I'm gonna open the type to start here and to close here. In between we're going to declare the source key. The field name, he said source key, varchar 50. Very easy. That's it. I'm gonna select, highlight. Why I highlight? In order when I press execute, only what I highlighted would be executed. If I don't highlight and I press execute, everything will be executed. No. I need only this thing. Khalas, we finished with this. I need only this part to be executed. So I highlight, then execute. You see, yes, successfully executed. What happened? When I did something like this? A type with this architecture has been generated. A type. What it is? Where we can find it? I'm logged as user one, isn't it? Yes, I am as user one. So here inside the user one, I'm gonna go to the server objects, I believe. No, they are not here. Let me actually remember my programmability. Actually, the magnify is causing problem, Gonna minimize the hives. Yes, database. So source fraud. User one, databases. My database, programmability. Yes, I missed types. Here it is. Then I'm inside the user one, inside the database totality, the database we are working in, then programmability, then types, then user defined table types. DBO, which is the schema. Source key list. What is source key list? It is the one we created now. It is the one we created now. If I open, let me try to explore it. Yes, columns. Source key only, which is a varchar 50. It is exactly what we did now. It is exactly that one. We are going to utilize this thing. Actually, we are going to utilize this thing now to generate actually a procedure. This procedure would be actually inserting a value or field to the table we have the students, or we are going to generate a new one. It's equal. The important that we are going to generate a procedure to insert a field to, not a field, value, or a list of values to the available table. See the example we have in the question. If you come back to the file, it is saying create a procedure to insert a customized values, group of values, to specific fields with the presented table or pre-selected table in your DB. Means the table we have students or any other one. Just we are practicing now to learn how to utilize it. Later on, task 2 will give you a task to do specifically. What does it mean? It means we are going to specify the fields we are going to use to insert to. No more, no less. Customized values to customized fields, to specific fields. We are not going to insert to everything. What it has been highlighted to us here is the solution. What has been highlighted to us here is the solution. Let's do that. Let's dig in. I'm going to explain step by step. Good. So I come back here. I'm going to start by creating procedure. Create procedure. Did the question ask us to use a specific name? Let me come back. Create this procedure. CDB customized. No, he did not ask us to do to utilize any specific actually name for that. Remember in theory actually when we define the procedure, procedure, we give it a name. So I'm going to say my stored procedure, my STP, for example, as there is no as even here. There is no as. Immediately we declared actually in theory this morning we declared a variable which would be actually the type we're going to utilize. I'm going to say, for example, new val space the name of the type that we're going to utilize. Where it is the name of the type that we're going to utilize as a source of the value, the architecture we're going to build the insert using it. So space immediately. I'm not going to do anything. Just write the same one. Source key, the same spelling, key list. You can do copy paste. You can do, come on, a copy paste of this one is the same. As I'll explain, begin. Sorry. Then after I'm going to close the full block. And what did I do now? I built a structure for a procedure that it is user defined. And this user-defined procedure will be utilizing a table valued parameter. Why table valued parameter? Because it is pointing to a table type already created earlier, which is this one. So this one is a table valued parameter. Remember, parameter. It's a variable sort. It points to this source key. There's a mistake here. Source key list. Spelling. It has to be the same. It has to be the same. Otherwise, let me copy it to avoid any typos. Yes, it's the same. Good. It points to this yes, table type. Okay, let's do the task here. The task here immediately it is an insert. There is no doubt. Insert into what? I'm going to insert into students. Here's the students. Specify the question actually is asking us to insert to specific fields. The students fields, what are they actually? The columns. See here, we have the ID, the name, the student name, the major, and so on. The ID type is int. The student name is varchar. The student last name is varchar. The student major is varchar, and so on. We have the view here. The table type we created, it holds only one value, which is varchar. We cannot insert a varchar into an ID. If the question asks you to do so, you have to declare this is an ID and the declared type is varchar. It does not match. The vice versa may be to insert an int into a varchar, yes, but the varchar into an ID, no, we cannot. So I'm going to specify only the name, for example, and the mobile number. I'm going to specify to insert the name, the name, student name, and the mobile number only. So to do so, in between aquas here, in between parentheses, the same spelling, std name, the same spelling, std name, appeared, comma, then mobile number, mobile appeared, selected, اخترتها باختيار. New line. Actually, in the habitual SQL, we do values, and we give the values here. No, here no, we are not going to use values. We are going to do a select. We're going to do a select. What it is? Select. Did I make any typo? Select what? The content from this source key. The content. Come on. The content from this source key type. So select star space from what? Source key. I'm going to say source. ظهرت. No. I'm going to say yes. Source key. Come on. Did I make type or not? Key list. Source key list. Comma. By comma. The select star from source key list. What is the output of it? It's just one value. It is just one varchar, one field that would match the first position in this group, which is the student name only. The second one would match. It's for the mobile number only, so I have to give it manually, something like that. I'm going to give a number. Any number. I'm going to give a specific number. Let's say 555. Okay, that's great. I'm going to select again, highlight to create the procedure, and execute this block. Let's see. I have an error near the 555. Single quotation. Do the same thing. Process again. Highlight. Execute. Still syntax near 555. Okay, no, the syntax has to be different actually. It's not. Select star. I'm going to give the name. I may give the name, or I may give the instead of the star, I may give the name of the field. Instead of the star, I may give the name of the field. Otherwise, let me use the star only because it's only one field. The totality, what are they? Only one. Come on, let me execute. Let's see. Parameter new val must be declared with read only. Yes, very good. This morning also in the theory we defined that the table types, they have to be declared as read only. Why? Because we cannot do actually the DML tasks on the table types while we are just utilizing them inside the procedure. DML, what are they? The insert, the insert, the update, the delete, the alter. We cannot do them. We can only do a retrieval. Only we can do a retrieval for those declared fields here inside actually a table type. So I'm going to declare this thing here to be as read only. Read only. Why I'm adding this one? Clearly it is given to us that we have to utilize it as read only, and this is as per the theory. is per the theory only. Let's select, execute again. Successfully done. Has been executed successfully. Very good, very good. What has been created successfully? It's a new procedure. What's the name? MySTP. MySTP. It's a user-defined MySTP. Where to find it now? Let's come back. Where to find it now? Actually, I'm gonna close this Hive, and I'm gonna search for the. Come on, I'm not able to see anything. Yes, here. I'm gonna close the tables also. Views. Okay, close the types. Stored procedures. Here they are. And this is my stored procedure. My STP is the same one we created here. Actually, I'm hardly moving the mouse because of the magnify. I'm sorry for that, for the delay. But even though this create the procedure my STP, this is the my STP, what we created. What does it do? This my STP actually, if you wanted to open it, you'll not find anything. You'll just find actually a task to do. It's not a table to. It's not a table to explore its fields. Just to bring your attention to, here we created a field. We created a field, the new val, and it is to be read only. What are the available fields in my database? What are the available, let's say, table types in our database? So there are actually, if you go, let's go to the activity available in the guide actually at the end. In order to explore the available types, we may interrogate the sys types. If we want to know what are the defined parameters as read only, also we can interrogate the parameters entities. Let me just swap on. Just give me a second, please. Just I'm not able to move freely with this magnifier. So I come back. Let's interrogate to see what are the types, what are the table types available in our database. To do so, I'm going to do select the star from what? Sys dot types. Come on, choose it from the list. Yes, just select. Come on. Execute. Yes, here they are. See the name of the types available. All of them. We have how many? 35 types. They are already declared in our SQL Server. In my SQL Server, in my account here, they are 35. Amongst of them, we have to find what? We have to find this source key list. Amongst of them, I have to find this source key list. I'm gonna order them by name. If it is yes, order by name ASC. Okay, there is no semicolon. Great. Select, execute. B. Okay, let's go to the S. Source key list. Here it is. The source key list. It's available. So it's there. So we are in the right path. From the other side, if you'd like to know, actually, we interrogate the database for recognizing which parameters are actually, what are the parameters declared as read only in our database. The query is given to us in the activity also. I'm going to just execute it in front of you. Select. I'm going to start for declaring everything from also the sys, but sys.parameter, or parameters in plural is the one. Okay. Yes, let's execute. Select, sorry. Execute, come back. Yes, we have only one. renew as new val. What is this new val? It is this one. It is the one we have it. It is our declared already read-only parameter. Very great, very great. I'm going to solve the second task. I'm going to solve the second task immediately. I'm going to solve the second task. I'm going to minimize this magnifier, excuse me, area, please. Later on, you'll have the video, but now I'm going to solve the thing actually without delay, since I explained very well. Now I'm going to, I believe that you understood all the steps. I'm going to just immediately get rid of this magnifier to help me move easier. Yes, great. Very good. Now the second task is asking us, come on. The second task is asking us to create a table type named lesson type. And this lesson type actually, it has two fields. Let me show it in the, let me share it to you also. Did you start seeing the paper? Is it visible to you, please? Are you sleeping?
Yes.
Yes, what? Good. Create a table type. He's given the name, and it has
Right.
it has two fields. The first one, lesson ID. So we are going to give it an int. Lesson name. So I'm going to give it the type actually varchar. Then after we're going to create an entity called table. Called lesson. It's a table with the same architecture as the type lesson type. Means it has two fields. Create then the third point. Create a stored procedure that can accept lesson type as a parameter. Now we are going to create a procedure to do the insert of the values from this type to this table here, to this lesson table here. Here it is, yes, and here is the request. Absolutely true. Note, he said that the this variable here is the one to be declared as read only. This is the one to be declared inside the stored procedure, the user defined procedure. We're going to declare this parameter as read only to point to what? To the lesson type to point to this lesson type. Let's dig in. Let's do that. So first of all, I'm going to start by creating the type. The type name is lesson type, and then after the table is lesson, and then after the stored procedure named lesson type can accept. No, there is no name here. We specify our name. We specify our name for the stored procedure. That it will do the insert from the type to the table lesson. That's good. Let's do type lesson type. Let's start. Let's do that. Let me just swap you to the window where the remote machine is. Actually, I'm using the SQL Server on a remote machine. It's not in my local computer, so because of this, I'm moving from here to there. I'll keep going on the same database. I will keep going on the same database using the same user1, using the same user1. I'm using the same user1, and I create. Here it is, the user1, and I'm the user1, and inside the same database, which is the stdb. I'll start by creating the type. So create type. The name said he said lesson type, I believe. Yes, lesson type. Yes, it has a structure. The structure has two architecture. It has two fields. Lesson ID, which is actually, it has to be an int. Very simple. And lesson name. So varchar. I'm gonna give 50. I'm not able to type. Great. Okay. Finished. Good. I'm going to execute. Near the parenthesis he said, I have problem near the create type percent type as table. What's the error here? Can you just tell me? As table. Select all and execute. Successful. Check my types. Here it is. I have to refresh here. Refresh. Yes, here it is. Lesson type. Here it is. Fields 2. Lesson ID int and lesson name varchar. Very good. Now let's create. Yes, مصعب.
كبر الشاشة ما نشوف الكودات.
Actually, I said that I don't want to مكبر الشاشة. Why? Because of the magnifier. Actually, it caused me trouble in working. Later on in the record, and you'll find it. In the record, and you'll find it. The magnifier, it does not give me the chance to work well. Okay, I'm going to create a table that has the same architecture. He said. The question said that. So I'm going to create table. I'm going to give the name. He said listen. With the following architecture, create a table listen. I'm going to say LID capital. It's an int and L name. It's a varchar also. Varchar, yes. 50 size. Good. Close. I'm going to highlight and execute. Let's check. Yes, successful. It has happened successfully. What does it mean? Means if I come back to the tables here, I have to close this one. I have to refresh the tables. See the magnifier what it does. Here's the lesson. Fields. There are two, yes, LID and L name. That's great. Int varchar, very good. Let's come back now. Let's continue. Sorry. The next step is to create the procedure that utilizes this type to insert values to this lesson, and we have to define one parameter read only, which is having the name par lesson type, the name of the parameter. Let's do that. Let's create the procedure, and we'll come and we'll follow this step. So to do so, create procedure. I'm going to say lesson SP start procedure. Listen, start procedure, for example. Yeah, for example, I want to say like that. Great. I'm going to define here the variable par. I'll check the name. What it is? Par lesson type. Par lesson type, he said. Come on, par lesson type. Yes. As read only. As read only. Yes, as read only. As read only. So as, then our begin. By begin, we have to state the limits of our job. Begin and end. Great. In between, we're going to insert. Very easy. We're going to insert into what? Into listen. What is the name? Listen. What is the spelling? Actually, it is here. Like this is the name of the table. Come on. This is the table of the. I'm gonna copy paste. Much more easier. Specific fields. They are the same. LID, and L name. Down what to bring the select. We're not going to do values here. Certain two table values. No, insert into listen. Select star from what? From our lesson type. This is the one. Copy. Listen type. There is a mistake here actually. There is a mistake. Can you declare what is the mistake? I missed something actually in here. Let's see. Let's execute now, and we'll see the error message we'll get. Execute. We have near the end. He said there is a mistake near the end. Actually, the error is not in the end only. It's not in the end. This parameter here, this parameter declared here, it has to point to what? It has to point to this listen type. Space listen type. Let's execute again. Yes, let's execute again. Yes, we have an error here. We have a big error here. There is no as. I'm missing. Which mouse I have to read? I have to utilize. Makes me miss. Begin, insert. Yes, also the insert here. There is a T missing. Insert into listen. Yes, let's execute. Completed successfully. Completed successfully. Very great. What does it mean? It means that have one new procedure created, that have one read-only parameter created, and that have been one process ready to be utilized. What is the procedure? Refresh here. Listen SP. Listen SP. It's the same. Listen SP. That's great. And let's now execute again to check for the read-only parameter. So for the read-only parameter, I will not create a new query. I have it already. Here it is. I'm going to execute it only. Select it and execute it. Come back. Here it is. The new one. It appeared. Very easy. Very easy. Start procedures. The available type. Sorry, we have a new type. Let's check for the types also. It is named listen type. So with L. Listen type. Here it is. It's available. The old one, the source key, here it is available. The new one, here it is. So everything, it works very fine. This way, actually, I believe that you understood how to utilize those table valid parameters. I'm going to exit this magnifier. Great. I'm going to close it even. He's disturbing me. Great. So I'm going to stop the record, and then I'll send you the steps now how to do, and no, you have to follow them actually for your reference.